What is going on, Hellraisers? Welcome in,
Yes.
welcome in.
And a big welcome to our YouTube crowd because, as promised, I got us going.
You want
A
to
little.
be more specific and say TikTok instead of YouTube?
That's what I meant. I'm sorry. Sorry,
He doesn't
TikTok.
even know what to call y'all, man.
It's a little
Doesn't even know what to
choppy.
call y'all. I do got
Nope,
the TikTok.
sure don't.
What?
I said nope, sure don't. Let me go kill this top light. What's up, Braden? Welcome in, brother.
Braden's in somewhere already?
Yeah, he's in the chat.
I don't see nothing popping up. Hold
Braden, the NASCAR fan, says, "What's up?"
There we go. Now it should start popping up.
I'm gonna try to get my chat going.
Anyways, we forever trying to improve what we got going on here, so that's why we're always having technical difficulties because we're always trying to do something new for y'all.
Always.
We are live on
Anyway,
YouTube as well as TikTok. Pretty nifty.
I hope it is going well on both sets. So
Too bad I'm cheating. I'm sending a bunch of likes right now.
no. Shoot, I'm trying to pull up my profile, like where it's live, but it's not wanting to.
Sent 131 likes in. Hopefully it'll pull some people in. But anyways, I am Voodoo.
I'm JT Dallas.
Yes, sir. Get to review some Iowa. I was about to say Indianapolis. I knew it was wrong, so I stopped myself. Review some Iowa. Talk about some NASCAR and team updates, and then look forward to Watkins Glen, another road course so soon. Yeah. I mean, you got any small talk you want to small talk about?
Not. I mean, I just got off of a float trip yesterday, so I'm a little burnt up. But not
Extra
too bad.
crispy.
Yeah, I'm a little extra crispy today. But I mean, it's like I said, it's not too bad.
Gotcha.
Other than that, I ain't got nothing.
Well, normally I stream several times a week on my personal channels, but this week is going to be a short week of streams because it's my anniversary week.
Oh, you're married? Ew.
Yeah, about to hit 17 years. Some people
right,
watching this stream I don't even think are 17 years old. Right.
That's all right. Me and my wife just celebrated our 7th in June. So we've been together, not married, but together for 10 years come December.
Me and my wife were only together like 6 months before we got married, so not all of them work out that way, though.
Very true. Hey, will you do me a favor? Will you share this live to me on TikTok? See if I can pop it open that way. That way I can see the chat, because for some reason I can't see anything. Don't want to miss out on our TikTok homies. Hey, there we go. But anyway. So you ready to roll that intro, or?
Yeah, let's do it to it.
Awesome.
Well, re-welcome, because I already welcomed y'all once, but welcome again, all 135 of you Hellraisers, plus all you other guys that don't want to click the subscribe button.
Yes, sir. Like I said, or like Voodoo said, not like I said. If you haven't already, hit that sub button because we are at 135, guys. I really do appreciate it. And if you're here on TikTok, go ahead and hit that follow button while you're at it. I appreciate everyone that's jumped in here. Like, Mike, thanks for jumping in. But we're gonna go ahead and get on with some news.
Yep, but first up, we got our post-race breakdown. Get to talk about some Iowa.
Sir, the Iowa Corn 350. So let's start with penalties, I guess. Stuart Friesen, the disqualification from IRP is upheld by the appeals panel. The panel agrees that the team violated rules 14.17.3.2.1.2.a.
Because you all know what that
there
is.
was a
Because everybody knows what that is.
right. But there was a part failure that is not known, or there was a part failure that is not known if it was an intentional or unintentional failure, resulting in the front ride height. Is that the one where he like flipped and broke his? That wasn't Stuart Friesen, was it?
No.
Who was
that?
The
Was
dude?
the one? I think he finished in like third place at the Indy small course in the back or whatever. And
yeah,
like his ride height was off, so they DQ'd him.
Oh, okay. So, who was the one that broke their hip, or not hips, but
that
pelvis?
wasn't a NASCAR race, was it? That was a
No, that was
modified.
dirt track, but it was a NASCAR driver. This is sprint cars for sure.
It was I want to say it was a trucks guy.
Yeah, that's what I
trucks?
thought, but I wasn't 100% sure.
I know Chris Bell is taking his ride
Yeah.
this weekend. See, I'm trying to find it. Yeah, so it is trucks. Whoever drives the 52.
What's going on, Dom? Braden, that's cool. The more the merrier around here.
What's going on, Fritz?
But anyway, I that was my mistake. I thought that was the same guy. I was like, dang, he about dies and they're gonna penalize him.
Yeah, so it's Stuart
Anywho.
Friesen.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
So I was right. I mean, different race, but I was. Anyway.
That sucks. He gets DQ'd and then he gets injured. So technically, because he's DQ'd, I don't think his injury. Well, no, he missed Iowa. No, trucks didn't race at Iowa. This would be the first trucks race. If he's DQ'd, then because he's injured, it doesn't count as his DQ miss. Once he's healed to come back, he'll have to miss a race.
That's crazy.
That's rough.
Yeah, because you know he's going to be out for a hot minute because he's broke his pelvis in like 3 places.
His leg, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. He's going to be out for at least 6 or 7 weeks. At least.
He's probably done for the season pretty much because trucks don't have that many races
Probably.
left.
Which that sucks. It is what it is. We can move on to Austin Hill.
Yeah.
In the TikTok title, not description. I think I put Bobby Hill. Same guy, you know. It looks like him. But Austin Hill, the Forgotten Hill brother.
Yeah,
He was suspended after the Indianapolis incident.
Yeah, so he missed Iowa.
I guess that will teach him not to spin out people on purpose.
Or at least
Maybe.
make it look like it's accidental. Yeah, so he missed. Austin Dillon filled in his spot. His,
Nice.
Missed race there. Now we get to talk about some race results, baby.
Yes, sir.
Jump into ARCA.
I'll go ahead and start it off.
150. Huh?
If you're cool with it. I said I'll go ahead and start this one off if you're cool with it.
I am cool because it's a whopping 62 degrees in my house right now.
Man, that feels nice. 62 degrees, especially after not having your AC there for a minute. Well, let's start off with Brent Cruz, who got the pole in that 18 machine, but unfortunately could not pull it off because Brendan Queen come in first, that 28. He came in second, of course, Brent Cruz in the 18. Lawless Allen was third in the 20. Isabella Robusto making a pretty good move in fourth in that 55. The number 6 of LeVar Scott was in fifth. Oh, wait, yep, that's where I'm going to stop. I about kept going, but
well, cool little thing. First off, welcome in Denny Hamlin enthusiast. Even though Denny Hamlin is a special, you either like him or you don't type situation. But cool little fact about this ARCA race here. Last week they also raced, and Isabella Robusto and LeVar Scott finished in their exact positions as last week.
That's pretty cool.
Usually we have like one that might pull it off, but two back to back, that's crazy. But anyways, moving on to the bottom half of the top 10. The Kitzmiller brothers are back in there. Starting in 6th place with Isaac Kitzmiller in the 79. 7th place goes to Sam Corey. I don't think we've mentioned his name on here before.
Don't think so either.
The 2 of Eloy Falcone. I'm going to say it that way every time I read it because I think it sounds cool that way. Mason Mitchell in 25 finished 9th. And the other Kitzmiller of the Jason type finished 10th in that 97. We do have our notable fellow, Mr. Pizza Man Brayton Laster, the 06, 21st. We're going to have to ban all Cowboys fans because Cowboys suck. Anywho.
Well, at least they're actual like diehard Cowboys fans, you know, because they weren't even alive last time that they got a Super Bowl win. So I guess we can cut them some slack, you know.
Yeah, I guess so. Anywho's, moving on to Xfinity.
The Hy-Vee Parks 250.
Yes, sir. So, purse is the normal purse that, indeed I am, Braden. Indeed I am. Who dat, baby? Purse for the Hy-Vee Perks 250. Why can't I say that? $1,651,939, which is the normal. Saints have won a Super Bowl more recently than the Cowboys have. That's all I'm going to say. And we're undefeated.
Braden, it's okay. This year I'm rooting for the Falcons just to irritate Voodoo up there. So that makes you feel any better.
He's going to be even more heartbroken than I am. The pole went to Jesse Love and the 2 no DNQs because they didn't have enough cars there to have to do that. Well, we did have a lot of guys go. Well, yeah, guys. I don't see any girls there. Going to the rear for unapproved adjustments. The 07 and Patrick Emmerling, the 8 of Sammy Smith, Jeb Burton in the 27, Tyler Tomac in the 35, the 54 of Taylor Gray, the 71 of Ryan Ellis, and Dawson Cram actually was in the race in that 74 machine, but he had to go to the... That's all right, Braden.
Mhm.
As long as one of those two wins is against the Cowboys if we play y'all. I don't think we play y'all this season. We did whoop on y'all last season. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I'm getting a call. I will be right back.
All right. Stage wins for Xfinity. Connor Zilic took stage 1. Ross Chastain got stage 2 as well as the fastest lap, which was on lap 150 with a 24.409. Your top 10 results. Mr. Sam Mayer got Haas Factory Team its first Xfinity win officially. Jesse Love came in second. Ross Chastain in third. Connor Zilic in fourth. And fifth goes to Mr. Harrison Burton. Right. Cowboys are not going no 17-0. Sorry to break it to you. Unless you're talking about flipping that backwards, maybe 0-17. Rounding out to your top 10 would be replacing Josh Williams in that 11 would be Mr. Carson Hocevar. Sheldon Creed in the 00, the other Haas Factory Team car, getting also a top 10. 39 of Ryan Sieg coming in 8th. Carson Quaffle in 9th. Christian Eckes in the 16, rounding out your top 10. Did have a couple of notable entries there. Austin Dillon, like we mentioned earlier, replacing Austin Hill. He finished in 14th. Anthony Fast Pasta Alfredo finished in 26th. And then Matt DiBurrito finished in 35th. No post-race tech issues.
All right, sorry about that. I have a family friend who wants me to gather her eggs because she will be gone for a week. So,
Gotcha. Moving on to the Iowa Tree Fitty.
Tree Fitty. Let's see here. So, of course, the purse is a little less than usual.
It is.
Which is kind of weird. It's 9,797,935 smackaroos.
I'll take the last
You can
two
just put
digits.
those last. I'll even take the last two at this point.
Just
Chase Briscoe got the 19 to the pole. Oh, sorry.
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, for 3 weeks in a row. But unfortunately, he couldn't pull it off throughout. He almost did this week. Almost did, but
we'll get to fantasy here.
There were no DNQs. There was only 2 cars to the rear, and that was the 4 of Noah Gragson for the unapproved adjustments. And Kyle Busch had to go to his backup car, so he went to the back as well.
Yeah, that was a pretty big wreck there he got into.
I thought it was about to be an RFK show because Bad Brad K didn't get 1 stage win, but he got 2. He took the first 2 stages, and then Willie B doing what Willie B does best and cheating by saving fuel. He had that Joey Logano special.
I saw the AI post of him saying, "Yeah, he was cussing up and everything, talking about how he can save fuel better than everybody else on this track and stuff." It was funny. You could definitely tell it was AI though.
Yeah. All I'm going to say is if there's a couple extra holes in the frame where fuel can be stored, wouldn't surprise me.
Saying, who was that back in the day that had all the extra lines going?
Richard Petty.
Yeah, all the way through the car and stuff.
Yeah, Richard Petty. Anyway, he ended up winning the race, followed by Chase Briscoe in the 19. Bad Brad wasn't too far off in the 3rd place. Ryan Blaney was behind him.
When he was on our RHPD Motorsports team.
Right. It was a good week for Brad. Honestly, I thought Priest was going to get it there for a minute, but just couldn't hang with
I think Brad got like 55 points this week or something.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. He was up there.
Both of them stages.
But anyway, yeah.
And the fastest
Brian
lap.
Priest was behind Blaney in 5th. Oh, Bubbles in the 23 miraculously pulled off a 6th place position. Followed by Alex Bowman in the 48. Hocevar in the 77 got his top 10 in 8th. Joey Logano got 9th, and Austin Dillon took 10th.
Whose driver is in the top 10 there, huh? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know whose driver has...
I said, Mom, you gave him half the key lime.
I did not need half of it.
It's because I love him, and it was given by Sam, and I don't know who else he can have it. He likes it. Here you go.
I got key lime pie.
I'm diabetic. I can't have it.
Look, I got enough for both of us. I'll eat it for you.
Yeah, okay. Anywho's.
It's not...
Where'd you finish off?
Mhm.
You got the top 10.
Yeah, I just did the top 10. Did you see the 66 of Joey Gase? Of course, our open car.
Yeah.
His King of the Hill scheme.
Yeah. Beautiful. I hope they make it.
Good. I hope so too, but knowing Lionel, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, probably not. But he wound up in last place. Kind of sucks. But...
Was a good car though.
But enough of that. Go to that winless streak update. Be up there with a 0 now. Bubba Wallace with a single digit going on. Ross Chastain's up to double digits. Tyler Reddick's
We're
up to
only
25.
7 races. Go unlock the door. Unlock the door. There you go. Yes, Pia, lock the door. We're only 7 races until Ty Dillon tying Corey LaJoy for most races without wins.
Yeah. You can't dig on Corey LaJoy no more.
You're right.
I mean, I didn't even win the dang in-season tournament.
That's fair.
Alex Bowman's one shy of hitting 40. Carson Hocevar and Zane Smith both are about to be on a nice number. John Hunter Nemechek is one away from 100.
100.
And like you mentioned, Ty Dillon's at 269.
Yep.
Now, here's for the fun part, Braden. You bringing up fantasy. Here comes our NASCAR Fantasy League update, baby. I'm still in the lead. Everybody else sucks.
I didn't change my drivers because I was on the river.
Excuses.
Haley's mad
like 4 days to change them.
I changed them, went through the whole thing, it gave me the confirmation, and when I got back on to check in, it did not show my driver's change.
Yeah, I hate that when it happens.
So mad. I would have done better than voodoo.
Yeah, well, you still suck. So, anyways,
He said you still suck, so.
As you can see here, there is a certain person in the lead. Technically, Trash Can's still sitting second, so he would technically get the diecast because I'm not going to use podcast money to buy myself a diecast, although it would be great.
That should be a host fee. Once a year, we get to buy ourselves diecast with the podcast money.
I'd be down. Hopefully. Have to finish first.
What?
Get the diecast. But if you want to get in here and see if you can beat out Trash Can there, because you're not going to beat me. There's the name of the fantasy league up there. It's NASCAR.com. Race Hale Praisdale Podcast, spelled out just like you see it up there at the top. There's a password to get in. It's all lowercase RHPD2024. And your points will transfer over if you already have NASCAR.com fantasy picks going on for full season. Your points will transfer over. So, not too late to join and try and get your name up there. This is podcast fantasy. I don't even, what do I really need to call you, Denny Hamlin? I'm not calling you Denny Hamlin.
We're going to call you DHE.
There you go. All right, that'll work. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways,
it's NASCAR.com fantasy.
Yeah.
My encoder's being overloaded. I don't like that.
mine says that often, but it doesn't really mess with it too much. So the winner of this fantasy league every season, DHE, is they get a 164th diecast from the Lino website of their choosing. So pretty cool little giveaway there.
Speaking of which, I think next week is when we unveil ours, isn't it?
I need to add last week's S-Cube schemes to the list or this week, so I have to see what number we're on.
I think it's next week, though, that we should be unveiling our giveaway and how to enter.
That would be season finale, right? Like regular season finale? Or no,
Yeah.
we still got a few more.
No, we've still got 3 or 4 years, or years. Races.
Jeez.
We still got 3 years of racing.
Right. Anywho's, yeah, jump on that fantasy if you want to. Get your name featured on the podcast each week, just to show how bad you're doing compared to me, especially if your name's Haley. But anyways, moving on to our rookies. Riley Erbst.
I'll go first this time.
Huh?
I said I'll go first next time, or this time. Ugh.
Go ahead.
Pop. All right, so my guy, of course, I have SVG. Didn't have the best run. That's about every. I had a short-lived, little breath of wind there. But
another road course this week, though.
I know. I'm hoping he pulls it off this week. But we're sitting at 23 starts, 3 wins, 4 top 10s, and 3 poles, which is a pretty respectable rookie year, honestly.
Pretty
he
sure
started
he's going to get rookie
21st.
of the year.
What do you mean? Sure. I just said it. I thought you said, "Are you sure?" I was like, "What do you mean?" I was just saying it's respectable.
I said, "Pretty sure he's going to get rookie of the year."
Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure. But he's started 21st, finished way back in 31st due to a spin, and then it's oval racing, and he's not great at oval racing. But he's currently sitting 25th in points with 398 points.
Well, by a Cowboys fan and an SVG hater, he's 23 starts for Riley Erbst, and absolutely diddly squat to show for it. Started 24th, finished 30th. Not last in points, because there's only one person behind him. Got 269 points. Enough said about that. Moving on.
We can go on to our RHPD Motorsports. Got go ahead.
All right. I got the first half of the RHP Motorsports team.
What are you doing?
Be the Voodoo half. I got Carson Hocevar and Tyler Reddick in the 37 and the 73 respectively. Tyler Reddick started 22nd, finished 19th, and is currently sitting 6th in standings with 673 points. But Mr. Carson Hocevar is the one I want to zone in on because he got himself another top 10 this week. He's started 7th, finished 8th, which brings his season to 6 top 10s on 23 starts. Currently 22nd in the standings with 410 points.
Did you? Why?
Children, I'm sorry, guys. So my guys, I've got what? Yeah. I've got Cole Custer in the 55 Bass Tracker car. And he is setting currently 33rd in points. Didn't do so hot this last race. Started 19th, finished 26th. Got nothing but a top 10 finish to show for this year. Christopher Bell is in the 56 Nascar. He's You got, of course, 23 starts, 1 pole, 2 stage wins, 8 top 5s, 13 top 10s, and 3 race wins. Started 17th, finished 17th. Is currently 5th in points with 684. And sorry, I was talking to my wife. Did you explain what RHPD Motorsports is?
No, I did not.
So with TikTok, with us being live on TikTok, and they don't know any of this unless they caught us on. Hey, go in there.
YouTube.
On YouTube. For our 25 sub, what would you call it? Celebration, I guess. Yeah. We did a fictitious race team where we picked drivers from different teams. We had 4 last time too, didn't we? Or did we?
Yeah, we
only
had
have
4,
2.
but we agreed on all 4.
Gotcha. So the whole purpose was to make a race team and then put it at the end of the season against all the other race teams and see how our team stacked up. So what we did this season to kind of mix it up is I chose 2 and Voodoo chose 2. And then we're kind of putting ourselves against each other and our team as a total against all the other teams. But our rules were we could only choose 1 person per team. So like if I chose Christopher Bell, he couldn't turn around and choose Denny Hamlin. That was the whole thing about it.
I would have picked Briscoe anyway, not Hamlin.
Well, I was just thinking of JGR drivers, and he's been there the longest. But
that doesn't
anyway,
mean he's
that's
the best one.
I didn't say that. That's just the gist of what we were talking about. And we decided that we can keep our drivers for the next season, but we can also trade them. But the same rule applies. If we keep Tyler Reddick, we can't trade him for not SVG, but Bubbles. So
Anywho, so at the end of the season, we'll see what's going on with that one.
Yep.
Where is it? There it is. All right, so a little bit something different. I know we're covering Iowa, but Bristol also had some action. Did have 1 car on the track a couple of times for driving the home run flag around. But the Speedway Classic was going on at Bristol.
Yes, sir. And the attendance hit record levels. So there was officially 91,032 people attending the game. It doubled the previous team game. I'm trying to think of how to phrase this where it's not terrible. It basically doubled the attendance for the last record holder game, which was between the Braves and Cincinnati. So
I think there was a couple of home runs hit. I think it was just 2, and they actually got it past the track into the actual stands.
Yeah,
cool. Did you mention that the Braves beat the Reds 4-2?
I did not.
Braves beat the Reds 4-2. So, I don't know. It looked pretty cool before it started pouring and didn't have proper drainage on the field.
That's fair.
The game actually got postponed until Sunday at 1.
Yeah.
That's why I said they got the NASCAR treatment in the title, because baseball at a NASCAR track. So, of course, there was rain in the forecast.
Facts.
I did hear the food was pretty garbage.
Really? See, y'all have heard more about it than I have. I just heard that it rained and they weren't able to do it on Saturday. They ended up doing it on Sunday.
Braden, that's just supposed to be filler music in the background. Hopefully it's not too loud. To make it to where it's not just
I don't
blank
think
air in
there.
the background.
Oh.
Anyways, I thought it was pretty cool.
Anyways,
Especially with how they changed their numbers to like be race kind of type numbers, and their hats also.
yeah, it's pretty cool. Which, I mean, who knows? I feel like NASCAR's on its way back up.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Hey, it's not meant to be a banger, you know what I'm saying? It's meant to fill the background. Moving on to trackside trends.
All right, so NASCAR updates. We got Mexico City will not be returning next season, and it is expected that Chicagoland Speedway will take its place. Going back to Chicago.
Not just Chicago, because we're not going to the street course. We're going back to Chicagoland, baby.
That's right, because if you remember last week's episode, we talked about the Chicago street courses being replaced with San Diego. Yeah, Naval Base.
Yep.
Gonna be running them on aircraft carriers.
We go back to a Chicago course that shouldn't get left behind, and then we're going back to SoCal on the same season, it seems like.
Yep. I didn't mind Mexico. It was okay. It was, I mean, I don't think it should be in a staple, but it was alright.
I guess. But talking about more important things than Mexico, NASCAR 25 game. No, we already mentioned that the ARCA driver rosters are out. Quite a bit of ARCA drivers on there, as you can see.
Nah, Braden, I think San Diego is the perfect idea, solely because you know how many men are stationed on base that are bored to death, that will pay just to go drink beer and watch cars go in a circle? It's a great financial idea.
Yeah, I agree.
I was about to say, isn't that how you kind of met Jimmy Johnson? You were at a base, like, hey, y'all guys want to go
I
to
couldn't
NASCAR?
drink beer because I was in uniform, and we
Well,
weren't
nah.
on base. They actually came to the base and drove us to the track. But
That's what,
I get what you're
well,
saying.
see, they got less of a drive.
anywho's, in addition to the ARCA driver roster, as you see on the screen, the trucks have also been released.
Yes, sir.
Got
I
a
am
couple of
so
pages of
excited for
those.
this one.
Got Corey Heim, Chandler Smith, Bailey Curry, Daniel Hemrick, old Malcolm in the middle himself, Frankie Muniz,
Yes, sir.
Caden Honeycutt, even
Allen.
though he just got released.
Oh, Kyle Busch in his number 7. I
Yeah.
wonder if that's going to be the real tree truck. I hope so.
You got Matt Mills redoing a racetrack right now. Tony Bradinger, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Corey LaJoy. There you go. You can race this Corey LaJoy.
maybe he'd actually get a win if I did it.
Doubt it. In addition,
How rude.
in addition to the trucks and the ARCA, we also have the Xfinity drivers.
Yes,
Fast
sir.
Pasta.
Got Fast Pasta.
The,
Carson Quapple.
the suspended
Christian
Austin
Eggers.
Hill.
Rip. Let's see here. You got Ross Chastain, Matty D. Burrito, Josh Williams. I think it'd be really cool if they had his
Ross Chastain.
Beetlejuice scheme.
Dane Van Gisbergen.
SVG. Harrison Burton, former Cup driver. The Sieg brothers.
Yeah.
Suarez,
The
Jeb
only
Burton,
the only
Clements.
guys we don't have would be the Cup drivers of who they're gonna have on there now.
And
I assume
they're
they'll
probably
have the
gonna-
main 36, but as far as
I'm gonna
open
be a little
drivers,
upset if they don't have Johnson.
oh, they better have Jimmy.
Yeah.
They better have him.
But anyway,
Yeah, just a cool little
my notes
factoid
scroll all
there.
the way up. That's fun.
Appreciate you, Braden. Thank you to your dad as well.
Let's see here. So I thought about, and I haven't really talked to you about it, but I'm sure you
Oh,
wouldn't have
boy.
a problem with it. When NASCAR 25 comes out that weekend, if I'm not working, knock on wood, what if we did like a stream on here, but us playing 25?
Maybe so. Maybe we can talk to Swank and see if we can have the legit NASCAR league like officially sponsored by the podcast.
Yeah, that would be sick. Honestly, if they added a broadcaster mode, which I don't know if they did, I know they talked about it.
I don't. They
But I would love-
they said there wasn't going to be one year one.
That sucks.
We definitely need to, Braden. I was gonna do one on TikTok this past weekend for Iowa, but I actually got called into work like midway through the race, so I guess it was good that I didn't.
I was on the river the whole time, so
What a bum.
I didn't even get to watch the race till this morning. I
It may
watched
be
this
cool to
morning.
like watch Daytona on Discord with everybody.
We usually do the 500 for sure because it's the kickoff of the season, really.
Yeah, but that's already over with. And I might potentially be
Yeah.
going to Talladega, so we wouldn't be able to do that.
Spring or fall? Fall?
But one coming
When
up
is that?
October. Forget
Dang
what
it. I don't
which
think I'll be
weekend in
able to.
October. But
I was gonna say, I don't know though, because I go to training in October and that's gonna be pain. So I think we'll be able to go to Dega anyway.
I won't know if I get the tickets until the end of this month, I think. When we watch them, Braden, usually it is on Discord, just so we don't have to worry about copyright and all that stuff.
I like this truck. I don't like regular wood.
We've only done a couple of races this
Sorry.
season though.
Blueberry's my favorite though. No, that's fine. That's why I usually get struck.
I thought about
But
mixing some
anyway.
honey in there.
That might be pretty good. So moving on to team updates. Uh-oh.
You want me to take the first one?
Yeah, I'll let you take the first one.
Jade Avedizian will compete for Venturi and ARCA Menard Series events at DuQuoin State Fairgrounds and the Bull Ring at Las Vegas. She's gonna get a couple of starts in ARCA.
Heck yeah. Greg Biffle will drive the 23 Chevy for Sigma Performance in the ARCA Menard Series at Tri-City.
You think Hamlin's gonna take Glenn?
Nah. I think, listen,
I wouldn't bet any money
I'm gonna-
on that.
I would bet on Bush on the Glen more than I would Hamlin. I think this is okay. So we haven't got there yet, but as I casually knock over my entire desk, hang on. I think it's either going to be SVG because it is a road course and you've got to bet on him on road courses as much as you hate SVG. I'm just speaking facts. He's 3 for 3 at the moment.
I think his teammate's gonna take it.
I think, well, the one that I was really thinking it might take it would be, oh no, my mind just blanked.
It's only 40 cars. You got to remember. Come on.
I know. I'm over here like, oh, I'm seeing his face. His name went. Tyler Reddick.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, that's the one that I was like, oh.
I'm down for that.
McDowell,
No.
I think McDowell would get the pole before.
Yeah, McDowell's real good at qualifying.
Yeah, he's not good at finishing.
But anywho's moving on to Truck Series news. Trans Am rookie Gian Buffamanti. I don't know. Will make his NASCAR Truck Series debut at the Glen this weekend, driving the number 22 Ford F-150.
I'm glad I let you take the first ones, because you can read a lot better than I can. Rick Cruz has formed his own NASCAR truck team, which will debut at Glen and temporarily run out of Nitro Motorsports shop. Cruz will be the primary driver of the 70 Toyota Tundra TRD, with pristine auction as a sponsor. See, I can't even read real words, so...
Real words? You saying their names aren't real?
I'm saying they're not real words.
Oh, man. So, in addition to Josh Williams being released, Caden Honeycutt has also been released from Niche Motorsports, effective today. The reason that they mentioned was because he signed to a different team for 2026. They're going to have Bailey Curry finish out the season in that number 45 machine.
Man, that's crazy. You know how butthurt you'd have to be like, you know what? Don't even finish the season. Don't forget it.
Which is hilarious, because dude probably is going to be in the Final Four for the championship.
He was going to. Because, I mean, even if he finds a ride, it wouldn't be his points anymore, would it?
Well,
aren't those points to the number? Or is it to the person? I don't know, because, well, they might be to the person.
I think it
because
goes to
even
the driver as well as the owner.
So, I mean, if he finds another ride, then maybe.
I'm sure he'll be in another ride.
I'm sure too. Let's see.
He's apparently already signed for 2026. So we'll see if that team starts him early.
Yeah. Henderson will make its return to the track for the first time since the passing of the team's patriarch, Charlie Henderson. Parker Clearman will pilot the 75, while Henderson's name will be above the window. That's a cool little nod.
Tribute, yeah.
Yeah. DHE on that one. I don't think Hamlin's going to take it, just realistically. And I'm not saying that because I don't care for Hamlin. I just don't think he's going to take it. Byron, maybe. But Chevys aren't the best on road courses to begin with, unless you're SVG, apparently. And then Logano. I
was gonna say, like Larson and Elliott kind of do decent on road courses sometimes.
I mean, but for the most part, if you're at an average driver,
and the dinger,
Chevys ain't. I could see the dinger getting up there. Logano, he's probably gonna run mid pack, honestly, unless he just catches a break, which I could be completely wrong.
I'd take Logano's gonna spin within the first 25 laps.
Well, that's my hope.
But anyway,
and the only reason I say that is because my best friend's a Logano fan, and I like teasing him. So,
okay, that works. You just cheer for people that piss your friends off. That's all it is.
Unless they're Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson's my OG, and Chris Bell. I don't cheer for Chris Bell just because it pissed people off. I genuinely like him, but
what a weirdo.
Other than that, yeah, any other time.
So I kind of already mentioned this, but Josh Williams was released by Colleague Racing effective last Wednesday. They have announced that Michael McDowell is going to take his spot at the Glen, and Justin Haley will be in that 11 machine at Daytona. And then they haven't officially announced Portland, but it's looking to be Will Brown. Christopher Bell. I like that. Christopher Bell.
Don't hate him because he's got more wins than most of the field.
Well, I mean, 4 drivers have more wins than most of the field.
Yeah, well, he's part of that 4. I'm just saying.
Anyways, moving on. Talk about your rookie.
SVG finally got his first win on an American oval at Charlotte in the summer shootout. So he is not without an ovalist victory.
Yeah, too bad it's not NASCAR.
Yeah. And besides, Braden, how are you going to talk about Midstopher Bell when you're a Cowboys fan?
Right.
At least my driver actually gets up there.
Well, using that logic, Braden, you say outside of those 3 wins, he's been straight ass.
He's had
Outside
top
of those
10s
Super
the past
Bowl wins,
freaking-
outside of those Super Bowl wins y'all got a couple of decades ago, y'all been straight.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is, what it was, 14 top 10s, I think.
Anywho's, nobody's counting.
Uh-huh.
On Thursday of last week, North Carolina judge granted
top 5s. He's pretty solid.
Yeah. On Thursday of last week, a North Carolina judge granted a 10-day temporary restraining order to Legacy Motor Club, which will keep Rick Ware Racing from closing its sale to TJ Pucker until that TRO is lifted. So we've got about 7 days left on that temporary restraining order.
So this kind of has me curious.
You can claim Bounty Gate all you want to. We were just the scapegoat for the whole league, because every team had incentives for performing well.
That's fair. Even in college, they had incentives.
Yeah.
So you can say what you want.
We're
That
just
was
the ones
just
that got caught and exposed.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is what I'm saying. I'm not even a Saints fan, but if you're gonna sit here and tell me that every team didn't have it, the coach was like, "Don't tell anybody, but here's the keys to this brand new car."
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, talking NASCAR here, Braden.
Yeah, this isn't a football podcast. It's a NASCAR podcast. Doggone it.
So this one kind of has me. I guess I'm not understanding it very well. So why did the judge put it on Legacy Motor Club? Is it
Legacy
I
Motor
thought they
Club
were
was the
kinda
one
winning
that
their
requested it.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually
That makes
preventing
more sense.
Rick Ware from selling to TJ for that 10-day period.
So my question is though, because from what I've been reading and stuff, Legacy's kind of winning their case against the charters.
That's what it seems like.
So if TJ was to buy the company, would they still have to uphold that legally?
That's what the judge is for. I'm not a judge.
So I mean,
well, Front Row as well as 2311 don't have the funds coming in like they have been for the rest of the season
No.
these last couple of weeks.
I wonder if that's why the purse fell.
No, I just think it was Iowa that it fell for.
They were like, this track's gonna be crappy, so
Yeah.
That's fair. But we can move on to our race day horizon if you're ready.
I'm always ready.
Alrighty then. So, Friday, August 8th, ARCA practice and qualifying will be at 10 a.m. and I don't think it will be televised.
Unfortunately not.
Truck practice and qualifying will be on FS2 at 11:35. And then the ARCA race, the General Tire 100 at the Glen, will be 41 laps and it will be at 2 p.m. on FS2. The truck race will be at 5 p.m. on FS1. The Mission 176 at the Glen, it of course will have 3 stages. The first and second stage will be 20 laps apiece, and the last stage will be 32, making a grand total of 72. I'm sorry, my brain was mid-math doing all that.
Right.
72 laps. We do have quite a few notable entries on the truck race. We've got the 07 of Kyle Busch, the number 1 of William Sawick, the 44 of Ross Chastain, 45 of Connor Zilisch. Of course, we talked about the 52 that Christopher Bell will be running for Stuart Friesen. Chris Buescher will be in the 66. Brent Cruz will be in the 70. And Parker Kligerman in the 75.
Indeed. Here when we get to the Cup part of the schedule, Braden, I'll explain the charters to you. Let's get through the schedule and make it make sense instead of talking about it during the trucks. Just a moment, and we'll explain it to you. Saturday, August 9th, my anniversary. Xfinity practice and qualifying will be at 9:30 in the morning on the CW app. Cup practice and qualifying will follow that 2 hours later at 12:05 in the afternoon on True TV. And then you got your Xfinity pre-race show at 2:30 p.m. on the CW. The Xfinity race at 3 o'clock on the CW. The Mission 200 at the Glen. Stages are 20 laps for stage 1 and 2, 42 laps for stage 3, which gives it 82 laps. And there's a couple of notable entries out of the 38 cars that'll be trying to get into the race, which is exactly how many they let in, so nobody's going home. Shane Van Gisbergen in the 9, Michael McDowell in 11, like we mentioned before. My rookie is going to get some extra lap time. Riley Earpst in the 19. Kaz Grala in the 24. And then Mr. Josh Bilicki is pulling double duty in that 91.
Yes, sir. And moving on to... Come on, load. There we go.
Sunday!
Hang on, baby Jesus. This is going to get bumpy.
All right, so Sunday. Uh-oh. There we go. Starting at 1:30 p.m. on USA, the Cup pre-race starts. The Cup race starts at 2 p.m., of course, on USA. The Gold Bowling at the Glen. So the first and second stage are 20 laps apiece. And the last stage is 50 laps for a grand total of 90 laps. We do have some notable entries and a full field, unless you count the stipulation that NASCAR put in, a couple months ago, where if they are
Somebody puts in for a provisional, and they can have 41.
Yeah, that's yep. But other than that, full field, so nobody's going to go home, because as far as I know, nobody's put in for the provisional. But the 44 of J.J. Yaley will be there. Josh Bilicki in the 66. Catherine Legg in the 78. And Connor Zilisch in the 87.
Yeah, so before we continue on here, this is where I'll jump in and explain these charters for you. So basically what the charters are, before all this drama unfolded, there were 36 charters. Basically what that charter is it guarantees you a spot into every points paying race there is.
Whether you qualify or not.
Exactly. You don't even have to qualify in, but you're in the show. To back that up a little bit, if you have a charter, you get a certain amount just for showing up to the race. And that's like a base pay across all 36 teams. They all get it, blah, blah, blah. But then on top of that, you get the portion of the purse of wherever you finish at in the race. So because 2311 and Front Row Motorsports are technically no longer chartered teams at the moment, all they're getting is their portion of the purse money from where they finish. They don't get that base pay that comes with the charter. Now, from what I understand, that's only about like 30-ish%, give or take, of what they would normally get that has been taken away. So they're still getting about 70% of the money that they normally would, but considering the purse money, 30% could be a lot of money.
It could it would at least have to be, a couple, 30% would be at least a couple 100,000. Easy.
You would think so, yeah.
Per race.
But yeah, so having the charter doesn't mean that you're eligible for the playoffs. Like if you're an open team, you're not eligible for the playoffs. If you start every race, even if you're an open team, then technically you're eligible to make it to the playoffs.
As long as you're a full-time driver, you are.
Yeah, you have to attempt. Now you don't have to make every race, but you have to attempt to make every race. Like if you went to qualify for the Daytona 500 and you missed the field, but then showed up for the other 35 races, then technically you'd be eligible to be a NASCAR champion, even though you're not.
A charter.
2311 and Front Row were saying that they weren't getting enough of a cut of the funds coming in NASCAR. Is their argument. They feel like, oh, NASCAR's got a monopoly on the field, so they don't really have to dish out stuff. But I don't know. I think it's dumb because immediately after they started the lawsuit, they were like, oh well, we still want to be part of the charters. We just want you to change it. Like, I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me.
And then the judge basically laughed them out of court and was like, get out of here.
Yeah. So that's still ongoing, but as of right before Indianapolis, they were deemed open teams because the judge denied their motion to stay as a chartered team as they go through the lawsuit. So
Definitely.
Indianapolis and Iowa, they have been open teams. And that continues because I didn't see any updates from the lawsuit. So
Neither did I.
at least that lawsuit.
But yeah. But yeah, I am with the party where NASCAR. So you ask which side I'm on. I'm kind of on both the sides. And hear me out. I understand why a team would want a charter because it's insurance. I'm going to get paid whether I do good or bad. And in racing, just 90% of the time, you don't get that. I understand that. You know what I mean? But I'm also on Front Row's side where, well, not necessarily on Front Row's side. I just wish they'd get rid of the charter system entirely. If you're going to pay a team a base pay, pay everybody base pay. Let's be honest, NASCAR makes enough to do that. You know, get paid X amount. It doesn't even have to be that much, honestly. Which I knew these teams pay into that charter system. So
yeah, but if you didn't have the charter system, you wouldn't have to have that base payout. So your purse money for each position would increase.
Yes. But I also think that it would add more excitement to the qualifyings and the, like, you know, different practices, because let's be honest, NASCAR is a money maker. I mean, if you're not a team, you're a sponsor. And if you want, you know, if you're not a team, you're a sponsor. And if you're a sponsor, you want as much promotion as possible. And I think that a good way to get more names in and better promotions and, you know, for people to take you more serious would be to get rid of a charter system that just allows, as long as you pay X amount of dollars, you can do whatever.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the side I'm on. I wish NASCAR, like, and it's only Cup because Xfinity and trucks still run off of qualifying basis. And I think that kind of weeds out a lot of the bad, you know, equipment and bad drivers. Whereas if I have a team and I pay millions of dollars for a charter spot, I could put whoever I want in that car, and it doesn't matter if they wreck the whole field, I'm still getting paid.
Riley Herbst, Ty Gibbs,
Facts.
Justin Haley.
But
I'll stop naming names, sorry. But yeah.
But
so that's the charter system in a nutshell. Only the Cup Series has it, Xfinity and trucks don't. That's why you see random people not making the race each week in Xfinity, because nobody is guaranteed a spot in the race. So, like, for example, this past weekend in Iowa, if we would have had, say, 43 cars show up to qualify, you saw Busch had to go to a backup car. So, because of the charter, he's in the race, even though he wrecked his car. If there was no charter system, then he probably would have went home.
Yeah. I don't know, because they also did allow backup cars before the charter system too. What would probably happen is you'd have to redo his, because I think you got two.
There were two
reruns
laps
on your qualifying.
Yeah, and at Iowa they did it different. There were 2 laps that they got to qualify with instead of just 1.
Yeah, you got to warm up in a, But I think if they go back to that, like same thing with the playoff argument. Like people talk about this, the way the playoff stuff is working at the moment. I don't like you win and you're in, but I also understand why it's like that. I wish we could go kind of back to the chase for the cup, but mix it with the modern playoff system. Yeah. So, have your normal season, but if you win, you're not in it. Solely base it off of points. So the top 16,
top 16
in
the
points, top 16 sure. At the end of the season, whether that be SVG or whatever, because that's kind of the one in my mind that kind of throws it all off, because SVG's 25th in points. So in my mind, you're thinking, why is he even up here in the playoff rankings?
He also has he's in 3 wins though. That's the other thing.
Yeah, but you also got to think, like, I'm sorry, I think a championship should be an overall accomplishment, not just.
Yeah, I could agree with the 16 top drivers in points or get wins. Like, yeah, wins.
And then once it hits. And my ideal section would be once you start playoffs, the top 16 in points. Okay. And then that's when you switch to like the more modern era where, okay, well, now that we're in the playoffs, all these 16 drivers are going to get the normal, standard X amount of score and make them all even. That way they've got to go each round, and similar, like exactly the way that this is set up now, but pre-playoff, just points only, not winning you're in.
I could agree with like your top 16 getting the points reset when they get into the playoffs. They're all equal, and the top 12 after that move on to the next round in points based off of those 3 races. Because
that's what I was talking about,
and
not resetting after the top 16. I say, honestly, if you reset at top 16, which is where the playoffs starts, the top 16 reset, and then from there, it doesn't matter if they've lost every race except for just the one that matters. As long as they have more points at the beginning, or at the end, they should be the champion.
So
it shouldn't reset like, every stage.
Pull the top 16 and do like a chase format.
Yeah.
Because you dropped drivers off, but I don't think it was winning you're into the next round for the chase. It's been so long since we've done those points.
No, it wasn't. See, but my thing is, I like the way that they do the stages, or like the rounds of round of 16, 12, whatever. Do that, but don't reset the points afterwards. Instead of going.
I could
instead
see
of going.
I could see doing the top 16 in points, resetting them when you start the playoffs to where they're all even.
Yeah.
Have them run 7 races. Calculate their points. The top 4 at the end of those 7 races go into the last 3 races as your championship 4. Reset those 4 guys at that point and let them, whoever does the best in those last 3 races is your champion.
Yeah, isn't that the chase format?
Well, they didn't have a 3-race championship. Nothing had a 3-race championship. Everything's been relying on that one single final race, which I think is stupid.
Yeah.
Have a 3-race.
Yeah, but at the same time, you also don't want. Well, no, I don't think that, because if one guy wins both of those 2 races, he's guaranteed, or 2 of those 3 races, he's guaranteed to.
Well,
I mean,
unless
honestly, he
the
probably
third
wouldn't even
guy
have to
finished
show
in
up.
second, first.
Yeah. I don't know. I would say do it 2. Have 2 races, 4 guys. Let them run 8 races in the 16. Whoever's on top of the 16, have 4 guys run 2 races.
That could work. It would probably need to be like cookie cutter tracks that everybody would have a chance on, like Homestead. Do a double Homestead.
Super speedways. Nah, run Daytona and Talladega back to back.
Yeah, right. Freaking Riley Irv would win.
Austin Cindric won the 500, I guess.
Yeah. He's been making a comeback though this season. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho, back to the
After
show.
his dad got fired, and
Yeah.
he stopped cheating.
These shows are getting nice now. We used to struggle to hit an hour, and now we're struggling to keep it at an hour.
Right.
I'm not complaining though.
But
Not complaining
anyway,
at all.
well, we can go ahead and jump on to our sponsors if you want to.
Yep. So first on, not exactly a
Welcome
new.
in, JK. Sorry. Good.
Not exactly a new scheme, but talking about Mr. Austin Cindric, he's gonna have a snap-on scheme this weekend.
I almost forgot we're keeping this family friendly.
Oh yeah, I think I
Sure,
know
Noah
exactly what you
Gregson
were
is
thinking about.
A&W root beer.
Josh Berry's gonna be in a
Noah Gregson
Freightliner
will be-
car, which we've seen already.
Todd Gilliland's going to be in an overplay car.
Yeah. And first open car that we have a scheme for would be Mr. JJ Yaley. Oh, not gonna switch to the side for me. That's fine. I'll do it myself. There you go.
I like it.
Syracuse orange. Number 44.
What do you
machine.
think about it?
It's orange. I like it.
I figured that. I like this.
I mean, it is not my college football team, but I do like the color.
Sorry, it's not purple and gold.
That would be beautiful too.
This next one is something pretty cool, but I don't remember seeing the scheme for it. It's the Evel Knievel Museum. And it's a lot better. Who ran the quote unquote Evel Knievel car for Darlington? Was it Cody Ware?
Cody Ware's been in the 51 all season now.
Yeah, but like I remember there was one. I don't remember what car it was, but it was supposedly an Evel Knievel. And all it had was a band down it.
Well, the only other driver for them would have been Corey LaJoy in the 01, but he hadn't had it on there. In the very first race, they had the 15.
I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of something else, but I remember us talking about like how it was just like the little stars and stripes banner on the bottom, and that was supposedly the throwback. I remember it being a throwback scheme, which I don't know if it was Cody Ware or anything like that.
Don't remember.
I like it. It's simplistic, but it does it well.
Carmelo orange. Yeah. Braden, I don't think you have to worry about that.
As a Seabell fan, I have to agree. I don't think you have to worry about it. New Hampshire, maybe. Glenn, nah.
Next up, we got Mr. Josh Balicki. Southern Tier security car. That Garage 6016.
This gives me Dale Jarrett vibes.
It does kind of look like it could have a UPS logo thrown on it. Huh?
Yep. Like, this looks like Dale Jarrett for the Coke 600.
It is like a patriotic UPS scheme. Yeah. Pretty sure it might be a different shade of brown though. Slightly different.
Very
shade.
slightly. But it's still a pretty nice one. Michael McDowell is going to be running a Go Bowling scheme, which of course he's ran it before for Watkins Glen. I think he's ran it for the past 3 or 4 years. But it's slightly different every time. So.
I want to say they ran a Go Bowling car somewhere else this season too.
Wasn't it the 500? I think they ran one for the 500.
I don't remember. Catherine Legg, the 78, is going to have Desnuda Tequila. That's a new sponsor for her. Well, nope, this is family friendly. I'm not going to make the tequila joke.
I was stopping myself from, sir. Future schemes. So that means not this weekend, but later races. The 71 of Michael McDowell will be running the Fly Alliance for Daytona. And Justin Haley will be running a version in Las Vegas. I like the white one better, just in my opinion.
I think they're both good. I think the black one has the number pop more.
I agree. I don't know. The white one I think would look better on track. I think it'll pop
Probably
more.
so,
off
but
the
they should
whole
have made
scheme
that
on
7
track.
black on the inside instead
Foil.
of
Nah, they should have made it foil. 7 should have been foil.
You and that foil. Anywho,
I love foil. Speaking of New Hampshire, bad Brad Keselowski.
talking about baseball as well.
Hey, the Red Sox build submarines car. I like this car. It makes me think of Dale Jr.'s baseball, Budweiser. Not quite as cool, but this one's pretty good.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
But you know, I'm a sucker for red, white, and blue, so.
No.
Yeah. I like the fact that they have like Fenway, like kind of in the blue. Looks nice. They actually used their wrap instead of looking like paint. And I like it.
Right.
But anywho, moving on to our slick scheme spotlight. Oh my god, I can't
I ain't
talk.
even ready to switch yet. Hold on. Gotta get back to the right scene. Now we can go to SQ.
No, we're not doing schemes. We're not doing schemes.
But I'm not on the right scene. Clips.
Yeah, scene. Huh?
Anywho's.
Braden's poking. We're about to ban this Braden dude.
Right. Used to be a VIP and now he's
Yeah, he's getting demoted.
VIP spot open for grabs.
At least I'm not a cookie cutter Elliott fan. Anyway,
or like America's team.
Anyway, SQ is brought to you by Happy Hour Racing, a one-stop shop for all your NASCAR needs. And if you're into F1, they've got that too. I have personally ordered a couple shirts off this place. They don't just have shirts, but they've got die-cast hats, chargers, all kinds of good stuff. You should go check them out. And when you do, before you check out, use code RHPD. No extra cost to you. You will be supporting the podcast. Get a little slice off the top. And the more you buy from there, the more we can do back for you. That means more. So you want to support us, be sure to jump on that side.
Indeed.
Yes, sir. So I have
Dally for the second week in a row. With Ryan Priest.
Second week in a row. Oh, it's not my fault. The schemes are good. I chose the Mohawk 60 because, like I said earlier, I'm a sucker for red, white, and blue, and this sucker looked good on track.
I agree with that.
The only thing that I would change. Let's see if you can guess.
I don't know what I would change on this.
Oh, there's one thing that I would change, and it would be in my collection as fast as I could say, take my money. You can stay in OG, Braden. I don't know about VIP hating on Chris Bell like that.
I don't know what I would change on
foil
this.
the number. I'd
Thought it
foil
was
the
foil.
number. It didn't look foil to me. Looks like just red.
Maybe it wasn't.
Unless
I could have swore it was.
unless I'm mistaken. If it was foiled, shoot, it makes it even better. But I thought it was just a painted red.
Maybe I'm wrong. It happens every now and then. I am human.
Maybe I'm wrong. It happens every now and then. More often than you, but hey. But anyway, he started 31st and finished way up in 5th. Got a top 5 out of it. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. He's
Good-looking
been on a
car.
roll recently.
I'm waiting for him to get his win.
It's coming. He'll
It's
probably get
coming.
it for Brad and gets it.
Probably.
That's old Dellie's scheme there for Iowa this past weekend. I get to jump to a classic scheme since we're caught up on races this season. I decided to drop it back to 2003 with maybe a not so known driver. That'd be Mr. Casey Atwood at 91 at the 2003 Pocono 500 at, you guessed it, Pocono Raceway. Mountain Dew
This is a
Live
pretty
Wire.
cool scheme. I don't remember this one.
Mountain Dew Live Wire, baby. I used to drink the
I
crap
remember,
out of some Mountain Dew Live Wire.
Oh, man, you ain't even lying, dude. Livewire was one of my favorites. When they quit making that, I switched to Voltage.
Voltage was good too. And Whiteout was probably my favorite.
Oh, man. The original
I can't
Mountain
drink any of them
USA.
anymore. Yeah, the
they
USA
come out
was
like-
yeah, you need to get in our Discord, man. The USA was what? Whiteout, Voltage, and
and Code Red mixed.
was it Code? Yeah,
'Cause it was red, white, and blue.
it was delicious, dude.
Oh yeah.
Ain't gonna lie. But it was only out there in
the
summer.
original one. They come out in like 2015, I think, and then they changed the recipe slightly and ruined it.
Mhm.
Pitch Black was weird. I didn't like Pitch Black.
I liked Pitch Black too. I liked all of the flavored Mountain Dews, man. I can't drink a single doggone one no more.
They got zero sugar, homie.
Yeah, but the Mountain Dew Zero Sugars mess with me.
No. Let me tell you something. Because that's all we drink here is zero sugars. The one they come out for this summer, the summer pop one, it's good. It tastes just like a bomb pop, like the red, white, and blue popsicles.
Mm-hmm.
Melted. It's so good, dude. You need to try it.
I might have to see if we got
Awesome.
any around here.
Not sponsored, but Mountain Dew, if you'd love to sponsor us, I'd love for you to
We got a
sponsor
spot
us.
open for you.
I would make a spot open because I love Mountain Dew.
We're so overloaded with sponsors right now, though. Have to
Right.
squeeze you in somewhere.
We got one.
Oh man. Anywho's, Mr. Casey Atwood, 2003 Pocono 500, started 34th and unfortunately finished 40th because he had an engine issue on lap 77, so he didn't get to run the full race in this. But that's about how long that drink
You
lasts,
didn't
because it
lie.
wouldn't last the whole race
Unfinished.
for me either.
Yeah, right. You didn't lie. It unfinished.
Yep.
This one. Let's see. Who was on this team? Because it was a whole team. You had Casey Atwood, Casey Kane, and
It was the Dodge team.
this is 19.
Yeah.
You had the 9, the 19, and the
Was it-
91.
I want to say Mayfield.
There was the one. Jeremy. Yeah, Jeremy Mayfield.
Yeah.
And then there for a while they had another driver too. But I remember I loved their schemes. Whoever their scheme designer was like.
I almost pulled a Casey Kane scheme, but I figured we covered him quite a few times over the season, so I was like, let me bust out somebody we don't usually cover.
Yeah, but I'm just saying whoever designed their schemes, they knew the heck they were doing. I need them back, but today.
We need Dodge back in Cup. That's all I'm saying.
I'm ready to see him come back next year for truck.
I think
See
I
that
am going to
Emmy
pick
come
one.
out.
Whatever teams jump to Dodge, I'm going to pick one of them drivers to be my driver I follow for the season.
Oh yeah,
Trucks.
bro, you ain't lying. Me too. I'm excited for Dodge.
It's
I
no
want.
hate on them, but Malcolm in the middle has been a little disappointing.
Yeah, I know.
Tony hasn't been all that great either.
No, I thought she would do better, honestly, when she moved from Arca. But I guess that's what it is. But anyway, yeah, those schemes are brought to you by Happy Hour Racing. Again, use that code, help out the podcast. I guess it's time for our outros, and it's my turn to do the outro. Lane Rig's not a bad pick, Braden. But all right, so before you all jump off here and leave us, hit that follow button on TikTok and that sub on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit that like and the bell icon so you know when we go live. And on Cletus McFarland's a good ARCA driver, buddy.
I could see that for sure, Cletus. Going to Dodge team. Although
Braden, I will DM you the Discord invite.
It'll pop up there in a second in the corner too. But as far as Cletus going to Dodge, the only downfall I could see from that is he literally just built the pool in the shape of the Chevy emblem.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure he's locked into Chevy, honestly. But would I love to see Cletus and Junior Motorsports team up? Absolutely.
Dude, that'd be epic.
Absolutely.
That would be crazy.
But
you imagine Cletus getting moved up to the 8?
Can you imagine the schemes that would come out of that?
Yeah.
Oh.
And he partially owns Kinetic, so that's why Kinetic's been sponsoring that 30 car of his. He partially owns it. You got that sponsor moving up with you.
Man, we need to get some sponsors on some vehicles.
You say Cletus is overhyped, but he once he gets set up in there, he learns it pretty quick.
Braden, all I'm gonna say this, and I hope you understand what I'm saying. The reason I like Cletus so much is because he's not some kid that daddy bought a whole race team just for. He's kind of self-made, and yeah, he's kind of rich, but he's also self-made rich.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the
also
whole
revitalized a track there, Freedom Factory.
Oh yeah,
I'm doing real
that,
good.
And I'm sorry, a lot of people know who Cletus McFarland is. Yeah, there's Discord, and then I'll go ahead and send you thing. But I don't know. I think that him putting on YouTube that he's doing NASCAR and stuff kind of opened the gate for a lot of fans as well. Same thing, like Frankie Muniz. Yeah, he was a big person back in the 90s, and if he started racing in the early 2000s, it would have helped too. But at the same time, I'm not sure, Braden. It's been a long time ago. But at the same time,
this weekend, Fritz. Xfinity, or not Xfinity trucks, right? I think. Or no, ARCA. Racing ARCA.
But I don't know. It's just one of those things that I wish. Thanks, Woodster. Wood Rooster, however you say your name. Wood Rooster. I'm sorry, I can't read.
Oh, my bad. So he's racing at Tri-City Raceway.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, I think we're about to sign off here for the night. You got anything you want to add before sign off?
I appreciate everybody dropping in, and I think this is one of our longest episodes where we were only covering one race.
Yeah, definitely. Except for our first one where we talked for like 4 hours. Felt like.
Yeah, but that was the
Do you
very
remember
first
that?
episode.
Yeah.
We have had a couple of long ones, but it has been like double race, double news type situations.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
by
also,
far the
I mean,
longest
when
one.
people are jumping in the chat, being awesome, it's real easy to get caught up in their conversations.
Those of y'all hanging out, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Get us past the 135. Our
Yes, sir.
current goal is trying to get to 150. So help us get there so we can bump it up. Only 15
Yes, sir.
away.
But. And if
we
you
got-
haven't already,
We got merch in the bio down below on YouTube. All kind of mascots. We got our podcast logo. Got
Yep.
my logo on there. Yes, sir, Fritz. You guys that helped us get to that overtime.
sir.
2024 Brickyard. Holy crap! Been a year that you've been hanging out
It's
with
been
me?
a minute. Since almost the beginning, bro. Dang.
Yeah, that was. Because we've only been doing this like a year and a half now. That'd be
Yeah,
about
we
a year
started at the
ago.
beginning of last year.
Beginning of last season, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant, last season.
Actually, it was like
Heck
the
yeah,
week
dude.
before the last season.
Yeah, it was the week before the Clash.
Yeah. Crazy.
But-
Almost got 2 seasons under our belt together.
Right? We haven't hated each other so much yet, huh?
That's because we only hang out once every 2 years.
That's fair. All right. Well, guys, I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much for jumping in. Thank you, TikTok, for jumping in as well. But with that being said, Hellraisers, keep your tires turning left and your fuel tanks wet. I'm JT Dallas. There's Voodoo, and we are signing off.